Hey guys, it's Beth here. I had some people contact me today and get some stuff here. And they said, had some questions, and they said, why doesn't the authorities here in Ironton want us to know what goes on? And I said, well, 3 words. And they said, what? And I said, controversy draws attention. They don't want no attention drawn to Ironton. They want everybody to think, oh, it's a nice little peaceful place and nothing happens here. Everybody seen what happened after everybody found out about Huntington being the drug capital of West Virginia, and they don't want that reputation. I tell you what, I'd rather speak about a problem than ignore it or make money off of it silently, wouldn't you? I would rather a politician look at me and say, look, man, we just can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. It's over our head. But no, you just keep covering up for each other year after year, decade after decade. Nobody's going to change it. And, let's see here. Getting ready to get something done with this. It's going to be a surprise, so I don't know what it's going to look like, but change is good, isn't it? Change is good. Be talking more about Shirley Manning and the critical incident debriefing, and her and Jane Griffith, how they helped so many officers that were too afraid to let anybody else know that they were hurting over something they had been through, because men don't cry, right? Also want to be talking with the guy at AFA, Accountability for All, and but you know, here my whole opinion, everybody's like talking about the, you know, all the stuff going on politically, and you know, who's going to win the race, and who's the J.D. Vance, and what's that going to do, and now, just 2 minutes ago, you know, here we've spent millions of tax dollars trying to do get these presidents, you know, and and now they said that Biden has $50 million over in overseas account, which we know that's a place to hide money and not have to pay taxes on. But it's been going on. I didn't invent it. Did you? I think I got a couple quarters over there. If I save them, maybe they'll be worth about, I don't know. This, I'm telling you what, my opinion, this whole country, especially this city and county, you know what? We should be labeled. Huh? Excuse me. I mean, this country's just every job. You bust your ass and work and do and risk and do, sacrifice and everything, your family, everything, to just simply live. And we live by what they tell us to, by their standards. Wouldn't you agree? We live by their standards. And yes, this is my pool shirt, so if I do 3 or 4 videos in it, bite me, okay? I'm not going to dress up and put makeup on and all that for you guys. You know, if you want to listen, you do. If you don't, I could care less. But anyway, I'm going to talk about this. Is just a big company store. You know, remember in West Virginia, you know, the coal mines and all that. You know, you would just like when I worked at Armco. You know, on payday there would be a big semi-tractor trailer truck or thing out there, and you go out there and take your paycheck you just got, buy the boots and everything you needed, because they made it really nice that it was right there for you. You didn't have to go here to get that and here to get that and drive to Huntington to get this. And they made it real convenient. You get your check, you go right in there, you buy new boots, you buy your uniforms, you buy, you know, all that. It's a company store way of thinking, isn't it? Hey, we'll pay you for working, and we'll help you survive by providing you goods if you pay us. So in other words, you're working to provide for your family, okay? Just like I said the other night. And then boom, once you can't do it anymore, oh God, there's a facility here, and you know, they make it all like a big old palace when you come in, and then, Betty, what happens when they close those doors? What happens to these people in mental health facilities and nursing homes and all that? What happens when people just don't want to, you know, I'll check on her a little bit. She'll be all right. No. You go check on my family member right now, and I swear to God, if my grandmother, or I'm glad one thing, my mother never had to go to a nursing home. I hate it the way she passed away, but I would have never let her go to a nursing home. And I know there's, extenuating circumstances when you've got kids and you've got siblings and you've got a whole life to take care of. I'm just saying, I just can't. I couldn't drive by there, and I still have a hard time going in there to talk to people because of my great grandmother, who was 99 or 100 when she passed away in that nursing facility, and then my grandmother, Fanny Markins, was passed away in that facility. So, but anyway, it just we continue to go on the whole ageism and the age discrimination, and you can't get a job, and now they won't let you get a Pell Grant to further your education. Why would you want a psychology degree? Well, why would you want to sit out front and cut your toenails on the porch every day? I want to learn more. I want to learn more. So, you guys that are working at the company store, man, think about it. But I just wanted to throw that one thing out here. And I was just watching something, like I always talk about, Caitlin Clark. And this is to everyone out there who has ever said they were gay or felt they were gay. Okay? And this is to everyone out there. Okay? Think about what black people went through with slavery, right? Okay? Think about what it was like back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 20s, 30s, whatever, to be gay, and you couldn't tell anybody that you were because they would kill you. Over in Iraq and Iran, they still take you to the tallest building and throw you off of it if you are. Now, here we've got the WNBA, in reference to Caitlin Clark, you've got the WNBA that are openly gay, female, great basketball athletes, and they have the luxury of being accepted, and they fought so hard to be treated equally instead of getting shot at when you would run in a bar for 2 hours just to be able to hold your girlfriend or boyfriend's hand. But what I'm saying is, now we've got actually the gay community bullying a straight white female basketball player. Did we not learn anything from being bullied for being different? She's not different, okay? You're not different. You are making everybody think you're jealous of her because she's white, straight, and pretty. Okay? Hey, if you want to shave your head and put a big old tattoo on there, that's your business, honey. That's your business. I'm just saying, we went through hell, and I say we, went through hell for decades and decades and decades for equal rights for the LGBT community, and then you guys are going to bully somebody? What, did you not learn anything? Nobody teach you. You don't do people like that, especially if you struggled yourself. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off my soapbox. Hold on here. Excuse me. I just don't understand the whole concept of bullying, and I don't understand the whole concept of jealousy, and, I was watching... you watch these crime shows, and if I can't have you, nobody will. I'll kill you and kill myself. And people actually say that to people. Okay, so in other words, they're going to spend the rest of their life scared to leave the house because he said or she said, I'll kill you and kill myself. Wow, what a way to live. What a way to live. Walk out the door and don't look back. We are so bound, just bound by society telling us how we're supposed to do everything. And if you feel like you can't do it, you don't want nobody knowing your business, buddy. You want to bitch about it, but you don't want to, there's nothing you want to do about it. And no, I'm not relating that to anybody. I'm talking about several different things right now. And I'm just saying, the bullying, especially in the schools. And now, it's my understanding. Now, if you understand what that means, it's my understanding. It's not a fact. It's not a fact. It's not fact-checked or anything like that. It's my understanding. It's not a rumor. A rumor is just, hey, did you hear? No, it's not a rumor. Okay? It's not a fact. It's not a rumor. It's my understanding that Sheriff Lawless is trying to distance himself away from these school resource officers. You know why? Because nobody's there to watch what they do. And what do they do with these young kids at the high school? You know? What do they do? And who do they tell? You think they're going to tell the guidance counselor? Think they're going to tell the principal? Who they tell? They tell their friends. How were you like when you were young and had teenage friends? You told them everything, right? Just like I said last night. Don't say anything. Don't tell anybody, but I want to tell you something. You know, totally different perspective when you get older, isn't it? But here's what I'm saying. It's just, it's crazy how we don't learn from history, you know, and this whole school resource thing, you know, I hear there's good crowds if they aren't in school board meetings, so maybe I'll go to the next one and bring that up about, you know, what happens in the schools and why, if Lawrence County Sheriff's Department provide a resource officer for the schools, why does Sheriff Lawless not want to be involved? He's the sheriff. So ultimately, I don't care what anybody says. Ultimately, any deputy that does anything, I don't care. When you run for sheriff, you get elected, you are responsible for what that deputy does. When you're chief of police, I don't care. You're not going to get elected. You take a test. But when you're chief of police, you are responsible, ultimately responsible for every single thing your cops do. Okay? That's exactly why when you are the sheriff or when you are chief of police, that you protect them. Because if people find out that your deputy done this, that shit's going to come back on you, isn't it? Somebody finds out that this officer done that. That's why, the former chief said, if you file a false complaint, you'll be arrested. Why would somebody make up a complaint to go down? Ignorant. Okay, anyway, I'm just saying, why, when you are making almost $100,000 a year, an elected official, okay, an elected official, why would you want to say you're not responsible for your deputies while they're at schools? Has something happened at one of these schools to make you afraid to trust your deputies? Or otherwise you just say, hey, we got 3 officers at this school, and by God, then nothing going to happen. You know, I wonder if the Sheriff's Department or IPD even have the blueprints to the schools here. Do they have the blueprints? Do they know every exit door? Do they actually have training drills in case of an active shooter here at Ironton, St. Joe, South Point, Cold Grove, Fairland, wherever? Do they have actual drills? Do you all think that some 20-year-old tried to shoot former President Trump yesterday? You don't think some kids don't see that on TV and say, hey, I want to be on TV. I'm unhappy anyway. I'll kill a bunch of people and then I'll be renowned. I'm telling you. People think, okay? I mean, how much, I know the police department, and they don't want no publicity, but just think of this, okay? You call Channel 3 and you say, listen, IPD, we're having a very intensive, lengthy, intensive, okay? Rehearsal of an active shooter at Ironton High School. And we would like for the news to be there, right? I mean, you give a kid a bike, 3 officers there, the news comes down. I'm saying, if you don't think that can happen at Ironton High School or any of these schools, you're crazy. Right now, there's kids that are mentally have problems, or they have anger issues, their parents fight, they witness it fight, they know where the gun is, and they're miserable and scared if their future is going to end up like their parents, or they're going to do something. They take that gun without thinking and go to a school and kill people. And what do these families have to go through? What do they have to go through? So if IPD don't have the blueprints, they should do that with WSAZ. Active shooting rehearsal. And let the kids be prepared what to do if an active shooter would come in the school. Okay? We have to know that. And if you show on the news, you know, all the force of any former officer, any retired officer, anybody that's trained, everybody would flock to these schools because people do care about other people. There are some good cops. I'm not judging cop to be bad. I'm just saying we need to practice it. And then somebody that's sitting around thinking about it can say, oh shit, I watched it on the news. They're ready. They're ready. They got a plan. We don't hear about no plans, do we? There's no transparency, people. There's not going to be any transparency. Okay. I've vented enough, right? Not going to be any transparency. So, we'll see about that. You know, we'll see about that. Everybody, if you got any more questions, I got a bunch out here, but kind of, some of them kind of stupid. And if you got any questions about anything going on right now, let me know. But Beth is here. God bless everybody. I'll be back later.